Yo, yo, yo.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea. Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea.
Can you hear me on that? Yeah,
Mic check, last mic check.
it's too loud.
109876
Sound too loud.
54221. Mic stand, mic check.
On both of them.
Sound check. Sound good.
What about now?
Wherever, if you got to adjust it, it ain't nothing but you can hold it by that. So, and move.
What you mean? Let's get into it. The whole time they played this, I'm trying to dictate this guy right here. They can't do it. That's what the city do, though. Definitely the city. But I'm about to get to it. Let's see.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I want to start by thanking all of our first responders from the fire department, police department, for their quick response. I also want to thank our other city agencies and community partners, many of whom
Imagine being able to build anything just by
on the ground here in Penn North because we had pre-planned canvassing this morning. They were here to distribute emergency and preventative resources, and they remain on site alongside my entire cabinet and representatives from all of our city departments. I want to thank.
He said they was already here canvassing the earth. Shit sound like a setup.
Preventative resources, and they remain on site alongside my entire.
Hold on, let me get it. It's live, so we got all night to talk about it. This nigga said we was already in the earth. I told my peoples this shit. It don't make no sense, yo. It don't make no sense that all these people already in Penn North area, and if you from Baltimore, you know the police over there 24 hours a day
Thank you.
on at least three of them corners, and right down the street, you got a whole bunch of other shit going on. It's a whole nother world. So why? Like, that's what I ain't getting. Listen to this.
Jay's to your left. All right, good. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I want to start by thanking all of our first responders from the fire department, police department, for their quick response. I also want to thank our other city agencies and community partners, many of whom were already on the ground here in Penn North because we had pre-planned canvassing this morning. They were
And
here to distribute emergency and preventive.
I'm starting to realize all these people in there in these government positions, when something happened, they talking about they already had something planned, just like that water main break that recently happened. The lady stated that they already had repairs planned for this situation. They just ain't catching in time. That ain't the lamest excuse, man, you can ever tell somebody after something fucked up is we already was planning on doing this shit. But let's get back to it.
Resources, and they remain on site alongside my entire cabinet and representatives from all of our city departments. I want to thank the council president, Chairwoman Porter, Councilman Torrance of this district, Councilman Conway for being here as well. This continues to be a all hands on deck effort. As we've been saying, BPD is working to determine the source of the drugs. When we find the people, not a if, when we find the people responsible, they will be removed from the streets of Baltimore and turned over to the state's attorney and our folks on the other end, and maybe the attorney general, all of our legal partners, to hold them fully accountable. And as Penn,
Maybe they the ones that's doing it. I don't know how the hell I got back to this. Maybe they the ones that's doing it whole time. Cause they still ain't found nobody yet for this situation. Not that I heard about.
pre-planned community listening session on our overdose response strategic plan, and we are not going anywhere. Today's incident is a painful reminder that our work is far from over. For as far as we've come, we have even that far to go. But we're committed to working to ending this crisis for good, no matter what it takes. And with that, I will turn it over first to Chief Wallace. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor Scott. Just have some brief numbers for you in regard to our response today. So at about 8:55 this morning, we began to receive 911 calls in reference to.
And let me put y'all on. This is the second overdose. It wasn't as massive as the first one, but this was like 7 people. This was 2 to 3 days ago that this happened. Like, you looking at the people from the mayor side all the way over. These the people that's got this shit out here, man. Cause everybody that's out here selling this shit every day, I ain't promoting it. You get what I'm saying? But everybody that's out here selling this shit every day, they got their normal customers. Yo, the drug game is not the same no more. So you ain't mixing batches trying to see which one work and which one don't. Putting your shit together, you got the same plug that you always had, bro. This shit, bro. I'm telling you, yo. If y'all don't want to listen to me, y'all don't have to. Do your own research. But I'm gonna let you know. This ain't back in the day, and for them to call it New Jack City, all these guys in the back, man. Even the white boy. They was all part of that shit back in the 80s. They know what's going on, man. They know what the hell going on. And for them to they found in the first batch of this stuff, they found antifreeze in it. Don't nobody do that type of shit no more, man. To be honest, a whole bunch of people nowadays they doing that fent. And I ain't gonna lie, they done got it down to a science to the point they selling $3 pills out here. So the fent must not be as strong as it was. That shit watered down now. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you this shit don't just happen. And I'm gonna tell you on the spiritual side of this shit, it kind of seemed like this is a chaos ritual. Like they trying to turn the city into something else. And when you use chaos rituals, either you gonna summon a demon to take over somebody, or you can alter you can alter reality. And I'm telling you, Philly did this with that trash situation, and then they had them people that got them young kids that was shooting, and a couple of them lost their life or whatever the case was. But these cities all over America is doing this right now because is America is really sold to the highest bidder. Israel is our highest bidder. You know they did the I want to say a ritual for the red heifer, whatever the case is. They did the mock ritual for that. Like it's a lot of stuff going on, and people don't even be understanding this shit not coming from our people. I mean, like I'm kind of jumping off top of yo, but I want y'all to understand, and I can't stress enough that the people that's in these high places, man, they be the ones that's causing this shit. Cause ain't nobody regular or no everyday citizen trying to make some money off of $3, $4 pills, man. They not going to all these places bringing these drugs back. Truth be told, yo. Truth be told. And if you read through the lines like your parents told you when you was younger coming up, that's kind of the first thing they tell you. Once you be outside, like read through them lines, man. These people standing right in your face and making you think they need to go look for somebody when actually it's them. The police out here 24/7. You ain't see nobody out there serving people early in the morning, giving out tests and stuff like that. Like that's crazy. But let's get back to it, man.
Possible drug overdoses in this area, unconscious on the street, calls like that. To this point, we've transported 5 patients to local hospitals. We've also had 2 patients refuse. None of those patients are critical. However, the 5 that we transport are they are classified as serious, but they're not critical. At this point, the difference between this morning.
Let me tell you something. Any overdose is a critical overdose, man. Whether you go all the way out or you don't, any overdose is a critical overdose. So don't sit here and let this man tell you it ain't that damn serious. If police had to be called, Narcan had to be administered, and all that, yo, an overdose is an overdose, man. That mean you had too much. You can't, man. These people crooked as hell. Let's keep going.
And last week, the call volume for us doesn't appear as concentrated as what it was last week. We are still working this area. There seems to be more of a radius style of calls that are happening in this area, but we continue to respond to those. We do have data teams here right now. We're watching our CAD system real time. We're working these calls right from this footprint themselves, and we will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. I'm going to turn it over to Commissioner Worley.
Ever wondered what your home looks
I'm gonna tell y'all, man. What I see, they don't care, man. They don't
Good
really
afternoon.
care.
Several of our officers issued Narcan to individuals who were experiencing the overdose. We also have numerous officers working in the area and have been working in the area, attempting to locate who the buyers were, who the sellers were, and mainly who's bringing the drugs into the area. We'll continue to do that. We'll look at this as 2 separate investigations until we can prove that they both are related. But obviously, we're going to.
Look at Brandon Scott, man. Man, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Look at his face. Brody don't even care about what the fuck really going on, yo. He just gotta make an appearance. Even a chief of the police, like look at him. I mean, I paused it, but still, like when I first play, man, look at these people's face, man. They have no care in the world. They ain't worrying about who fucking overdosing, man. For real though, they ain't worrying about it. 'Cause it ain't even bothering them. They gonna go have lunch, talk about something totally different. Who playing golf or who going to see what or who taking their family different places, man. They not worrying about this shit for real, yo. And this the type of shit that be making me mad, man. 'Cause it be our own people sticking to you know what up to you know what, yo. And we ain't supposed to say nothing. At the beginning of this, when I started, it was an older guy from around there. It looked like, and he was leaning on the wall, waiting for everything to get started. And the people that's working with Brandon Scott telling him to get out of there. He don't want to get out of there because he want the truth to be known. I really want to find this man. When I take my little, I go outside for real. I know I'ma see him. I know I'ma see him because it be the same people up here north all the time. So if y'all come back to my page and y'all see an interview, I'ma definitely say Pennorth interview. Whatever your name is, if you want me to put it out there, if not, I won't. But I need to find yo because he knows something that they ain't telling us. So let's get back to it, man.
Continue investigations. Our guys will continue, and there's just not a lot of stuff I can share yet about the investigation. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We'll take questions now before we head out. I think we have a mic right there for you.
This guy in the purple, I want to interview him because he know
Yep,
more.
yeah.
He be
Has
out
there
there.
been any update? I know there were some reports from NIST about what was in the substance drugs of last week. Has there been any update on that?
So we appreciate our partners at NIST, and we appreciate
So
the clarification that they put out.
the question was what substance was in it. So I'm guessing he about to explain. Let's see.
Yesterday, because we have to understand and operate. For folks that don't know, they routinely take samples from providers and things all across the state, not just Baltimore. We don't know where that came from, but for us, what was going to be driving the source and what it is, it comes from what the police department finds.
So I'm about to go back a little bit. Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he say. Watch this.
Share yet about the investigation. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We'll take questions now before we head out. I think we have a mic right there for you.
Mr. Mayor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Has there been any update? I know there were some reports from NIST about
Watch him
what
fidget.
was
Look how he
in the
fidgeting and
substance
all that.
drugs of last week. Has
Like,
there
come
been
on,
any
man.
update on that?
So we appreciate our partners at NIST, and we appreciate the clarification that they put out yesterday, because we have to understand and operate. For folks that don't know, they routinely take samples from providers and things all across the state, not just Baltimore. We don't know where that came from, but for us, what was going to be driving the
This guy said we routinely take samples from providers. I'm gonna say it one more time. Brandon Scott, Baltimore City Mayor, said we routinely take samples from across the state, not just Baltimore City. I told y'all a couple minutes ago to read between the lines, Craig. Trying to tell you. They at the forefront of this shit. He just told on himself, not even knowing. And people not want to understand it because they just paying attention to the overdose. You gotta, it's the small things that be counting the most. I know people like big grand situations and stuff like that, but it be the small things that count. The small stuff make the grand stuff grand. Without anything small, you won't have nothing grand, I'm telling you. But he just proved me right. He proved me right. So when y'all go back and watch this clip or this live when I post it or whatever the case is, and I'm not editing enough, and that's why I did it live. He just said they test multiple different areas from providers. And he not talking about Coca-Cola. He not talking about Sprite, Pepsi, Airheads, bubblegum. He talking about that, yeah. If y'all testing it, yo, that mean y'all know these providers. If y'all know these providers, that mean y'all sending them. That mean these providers work for y'all. And if everybody tested across the state, not just Baltimore, but other parts of Maryland, if y'all tested, y'all should have caught this. But let's keep going, yo. I don't want to get too deep, yo. And if they knock on my door, I really don't even give a fuck for real. This city ain't shit. I'm trying to tell you.
Source and what it is, it comes from what the police department finds in their investigation. And as you heard from the commissioner, that still continues. And I think that's a opportunity for me to also say for everyone in Baltimore, we understand that the supply across the city is very volatile right now. So I want everyone
You
to
heard him.
hear me very clearly. If you see
He said the supply is very volatile right now. If you the mayor, bro, you got bigger fish to fry, yo. If you the mayor, you got bigger fish to fry. He's saying that the work right now is up and down, is volatile. Like they don't know which batch is good and which batch is bad. One of these jokers, yo. One of these jokers you saying. And it might be yo in the gray shirt, cause he look like he's still dabbling in the street, and then yo back there with that little smug behind Shorty on his face. They the ones, yo. I'm telling you, it's no way. And I'm not trying to hear, oh, he plugged in. They got people everywhere, undercover officers, bro. No, we ain't about to support or get him a reason to look good. Like, nah, you shouldn't know this type of shit, yo. Period. Cause you don't see the governor out here talking about, oh, it's a very volatile situation. And then we even got shit to talk about with the governor, man. I'm going at these heads, man. Whether they like it or not, I'm from here. So I got a reason to. Like they geeking, but let's get back to it.
see someone who may be overdosing, help them. If you have Narcan, administer it. Call 911. Don't walk past anyone who may be going through experiencing an overdose. You can literally save their life by stepping in. That person is a human. That person is a Baltimorean. For those, our neighbors who are struggling with addiction, do not use alone. Make sure that you have help. All the resources are out there for you. And for those who may want to be
And I can understand he trying to tell people to do certain things when you using drugs, yo. But the key factor as a mayor should be trying to get everybody off of drugs. At the end of the day, like you got a city to uphold, yo, and some of these kids looking up to you. Don't get on live television and support or promote the use of drugs, yo. And I ain't gonna say I look down on it because I know a couple people that do that shit, and I what it is, what it is. But what I'm just saying, yo, do better. Like open up more centers. Actually create jobs for the people that's here. Most of the people that's on drugs, bro, if they had a job and a stable way of living, they wouldn't be doing that shit. They wouldn't be doing it, yo. And then you gotta think, certain people be going through shit all their life, yo. It's just a nonstop, just getting hit at the hit. Like, and then you gotta turn to the streets to try to get some relief in the mind, bro. You telling people don't use by themselves, use together, use Narcan, yo. What you should be doing is really opening up a space for these people, opening up more homeless shelters. You get what I'm saying? Like job readiness courses and shit like that. That's what you should be doing. Don't open up all these methadone clinics and shit. And it could have been a clinic over there giving this shit out. Yo, you never know. But what I'm telling y'all from my experience and working with different types of people, bro, people be they be evil, bro. And it be the ones in these high places, yo. They be evil as fuck, yo. And you can't believe what they be talking about. Just cause you got on a little crisp button up or whatever the case is, bro, that don't mean you ain't out here doing the worst, yo. Brandon Scott come from over west. We can look into his background and all that shit in a later date on another live. We can definitely go through this shit. Like we can get to the nitty gritty. Cause I'm sick of shit happening like this in our city, yo. And the whole reason why I'm on live right now trying to tell y'all this shit is for the simple fact, just watch. They had the mass overdose, then they had the second overdose. But this type of shit going on, yo, the whole Penn North can be indicted from the top of Penn North all the way down to the bottom of Penn North, right? And once they indict shit, it'll start moving a certain different way. Then you gonna have the ATF down there all the time, right? Then you gonna have these, and I'm gonna say it, you gonna have FBI agents around here getting niggas off the street, but how they getting people off the street, yo, is not right because a lot of people about to get a lot of years, yo. And some of these people not gonna be the ones that's doing that shit. They just trying to get a handful of people so they can change the way Penn North look, yo. Penn North is a big hub, yo. You gotta understand there's so many different people that come through Penn North. You got the train right there, you got bus lines over there. I mean, downtown not too far from Penn North, but if they can get investors in here right now to invest, to build up, and then you gotta think in between. If you from Baltimore City, man, in between Penn North all the way down to Fulton, it's nothing but abandoned houses, yo. Straight up. And White Lot Avenue, that's right behind Penn North for real, is a bunch of abandoned houses over there too. They trying to build up the city, but they're not building enough for you and me. They building enough for their pockets, man. The more people they can get to invest into this city, and the easier they can get these areas cleaned out that they know gonna make money, yo. And then you gotta think, if you from here, you should know University of Maryland not too far from Penn North and all that. So what's going on right now with this, man? I'm telling you, let's get back to it because I feel like I'm going on a rant right now. But these motherfuckers, they ain't nothing to look up to, yo. And if all I understand is overdoses happen. I done seen a motherfucker overdose and had to give him Narcan. Real talk. And this was like I'm gonna say 2022, 2023. A guy that I was working with, I was about to say working with. Well, yeah, he was working for me. I do like little landscaping and shit. He was working for me and he went, did his little shit. I'm thinking he going to the store while I'm knocking out the rest of the shit. He'll come back, he overdosed. Narcan his ass. Then I fuck around, was riding with Narcan in my car. Like, but yeah, yo, they ain't, nah, man. Nah. And then Penn North, yo, a lot of shit over West go unnoticed, yo. And that's where a lot of money at. The East Side really died off. I ain't gonna lie. East Side, most people dead or in jail right now. So the Vatos, the Migos, whatever you want to call them, Mexicans, like they taking over here, man, and they building up, but they building up for John Hopkins. The West Side, they got Sinai, but that's deep over there. You get what I'm saying? It's easy for them to come through, and then you gotta think it's a bunch of people that's overdosing. Calling it the open air drug market. Like they want to get this area right, yo. Before he get out of office, I'm trying to tell you, mark my words, yo. Mark my words, it's gonna be shit knocked down and coming back up faster than you know now that this shit that happened over there. And they always try and do shit like this. And think about it. Before this, the guy with the horse, the sell fruit, he just got faded by them, by the city. You get what I'm saying? Baltimore City cop just faded him. If he got a gun or not, man, leave people alone, y'all. That's the problem, y'all. Y'all live in the county, these cops. Now I'm at the cops. Y'all be living in this county, yo. And then y'all be coming in the city wreaking havoc and shit because you don't gotta stay down here. Stop doing shit like that, yo. We are not cattle, man. We are human beings. Like real talk, yo.
Be prepared in order to
Motherfucker
help
crazy.
their family member, because we have to understand that a very large portion of the people who overdose in this city overdose in their own home. While this incident
Play War Thunder now.
That's the only thing I heard him say that was kind of right. People overdose in their house. And that he talking about what he referring to for real is probably out there where he at. Where you live at out in Orange Mills or wherever you at, bro. Appreciate the appreciate the viewers. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm gonna be on here a lot more often. It's not the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do other types of media, entertainment. Ain't no limit, yo. We gotta get out of that too. Ah, look at Fat Yo in the back when he say it didn't originate in Penn North. His eyes got big, yo. His eyes got big for the simple fact he know what's up. He know exactly what's up. Watch this. I might have missed it. It looked like they don't want him to say nothing, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna try to catch it. Brody in a gray skid. I missed it, but yo, I'm telling you, they doing this shit, man. I'm gonna keep it running. I know somebody gonna comment, be in the comments, talk about you reaching, you reaching. I ain't reaching, man. And the ones, let me tell you something. The people that get caught was always the ones that was supposed to get caught. It ain't because they can't or they not running that shit right. It's because they the scapegoat for the bigger fish that be eating with the mayor and his family. You gotta understand. Like where you think they be getting these TV shows from and shit like that. We ain't doing shit right now, but we witnessing power, yo, and we witnessing power in real time. Trying to tell you the way the mayor on there was doing all this dirt and they running with the drug dealers, yo. This the same situation, yo. And I'm not saying it because he black, because there's a lot of white guys that do the same shit. Or put these black people on once they leave office so they can keep their money generated, yo. They don't be making a lot of money, so they gotta get it some way, somehow. And if you at the top and you can make shots like that, you heard what he said. He directing the police. So like I said at the beginning, if the police was around or they up there 24 hours a day, man, what are y'all not catching? And a week or two before that mass overdose, he was bragging about the lowest crime rate or the murder rate was so low. But now look at it. Let's keep going. He can barely keep his shit.
So I'm here in our fulfillment center
trying to help pack up some of the Carry Confidence kits. We want to get them out to these great people who made the commitment to protect themselves and their families. You see, when you join the USCCA, when you call in or click that join button on our website, two things happen. One, you get instant access to powerful self-defense resources. And two, we start packing up your very own Carry Confidence.
In the area of Penn North.
Now can you hear me? You can hear him still talking? No.
Alive, right? That's the most important thing, that these folks are alive. They were here. We had
That's when I turned it up. You hear it now. You can hear me, but you can't hear it. Right. So
illness that they have. The first thing that you have to be in order to do that is to be alive, and they are alive because people, fire department, police department, community departments were able to help them do that today.
I think there's a lot of confusion. Did the samples that were sent to NIST, are you saying those did not come from
We
the
saying
city government?
we're saying that they did not come from city government.
And you don't
No.
know who sent them?
That is not for us to determine, but as I said, NIST takes things from all
she
around,
heard what he was saying, y'all.
and they do their great work.
She heard what he was saying, and the questions that she asking him is trapping him. And he said this did not come from the city government. And who the hell is her back here looking like Miss Raquel, yo? Who is you, Raquel? Huh? You selling that shit, Raquel? So you gotta watch him, yo. Let me keep running this shit.
Partnership, and we look forward to continuing to partner with them.
So, Mayor, just wondering, in terms of, we saw this happen as test samples before, do we know if this was a similar kind of situation where tests were put out?
So again, you all are saying that it's test samples. We're not saying that, right? We're saying that we're going to investigate and find out exactly what happened, and that's what I'll say to you today. Whether it was testers, whether it's people selling, whether someone giving it out, we will. That's all a part of the investigation, and that's not something that we're at liberty to say right now.
But why he getting so agitated? You the mayor, bro. Don't get agitated. You should have held this goddamn meeting in the motherfucking in the city hall somewhere.
Well, I know I don't take that personally, right? Because I know that many people in Baltimore remember that. For example, for me as a man, the week before the unrest, I was standing at this corner leading 300 Men March, walking around this neighborhood to work and prevent gun violence. It isn't uncommon for me to be working.
He said a week before he did a march with the people trying to clean up the streets, and these the same people that already got caught up in drug cases that's moving this shit. So a week before you talk to them and you tell them you got a shipment coming in over the weekend because you was with them a week before, and then the following week after you up Penn North doing all this shit supposedly for the community is a mass overdose, bitch. You did it. Brandon Scott is a bitch, and if y'all see this, y'all can send it straight to him. He's a bitch, and tell him he can find me wherever he need to. I'm always over east. That nigga goddamn goofy. He done told on himself. And I'm glad he did. So when y'all run this back and y'all hear what I'm saying, bro, don't knock me, yo. Cause I'm paying attention. I live in between the lines. Fuck wrong with y'all. Don't pay attention to what you hear. Pay attention to what you don't hear. I always tell my kids that, bro. Cause what you don't hear is the truth. Get what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Fuck with people talking out their mouth. Pay attention to their actions, man. That's what you're not hearing, but that be the plain truth, yo.
With Upton or Drew Heights CDC to be cleaning up around here, right? We can see right now that we're building a brand new rec center up the street. Charm TV is moving to this neighborhood because
You heard. He said said Chon TV is moving up the street and they building a new rec center over west. What I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? His ass.
To understand that we will be investing in this area well before what happened last week, and we'll continue to do.
And you see what I'm saying? At the beginning of this, I said, or towards the middle, I said, bro, it's been a lot of people that's working for the government that shit be happening, and they talking about we already had plans to do this. If y'all got motherfucking plans, bro, y'all got the money, do that shit. Ain't after y'all get a plan together and y'all come from up that meeting, y'all need to start changing the city, yo. Cause when y'all give John Hopkins pieces of land and shit, they ain't waiting. They throw that shit up and keep it moving. They got the bread to do that shit, man. Stop letting these people play with y'all, man. They ain't had nothing fucking going on. Yo, when I tell you, I've been born and raised in Baltimore City, man. Born and raised in Baltimore City. Spent a lot of time over west working and all that. Penn North, as long as I can remember, was this way. Period. They ain't had no goddamn plans. You got plans, like I said, for them investors to come through and buy shit up. That's what you waiting for. But you got to get this cleaned up. So you need the feds to come in and watch the motherfucking cameras. You need the feds to come in, or the ATF, because they the ones that's really going to do it. These Baltimore City police, bro, they be sleeping in their cars. They be fucking on little girls and shit. Bro, you gotta understand this shit. Yo, this city corrupt as shit. And it was corrupt before him. But at the same time, how many mayors have you seen of color that then got caught doing some raunchy ass shit? Stealing from the public, stealing this, doing that, the non-profit. And bro, let's not forget, Brandon Scott and his crew just made the news like last month for allocating money and passing a vote on money that they was using to go to Vegas, my nigga. If y'all don't know. So, and it's trippy because y'all got caught using the city money to pay for y'all Vegas trip, to say y'all going to conferences or whatever the case is. But was you really down there meeting the plug, bro? Did you and your peoples go down there to meet the plug, yo? Because all these people behind you look like they flew for free off of the city expense, man. Man, let's keep going. We got a little bit more. Let's keep.
Do that, but I understand the frustrations because you're talking about a neighborhood, as I said to you all yesterday, that has been so disinvested in for so long, literally since Billie Holiday walked up and down Pennsylvania Avenue, that we're not going to change all of that overnight.
And he said this area has been so uninvested in since Billie Holiday, bro. I'm telling y'all what I know, yo. I'm telling y'all what I know. Everything I done said before he got into this shit, he's saying what I'm telling y'all, bro. I can be the fucking mayor. For real, and I bet you won't none of this type shit happen because every day I'm beating the streets, man. Every day I'm out there with the community. A mayor don't. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is these motherfuckers be acting so important, yo, when they ain't nobodies. You get what I'm saying? They somebody had to select them. And most of the times, people that's in office now is only getting selected because they can be controlled, yo. They can be brought. We need to take that bitch back to the day, man, when you had real people outside willing to help the trash man or ride with the police or be with the doctors. You get what I'm saying? Like these people all in it for the money, yo. I'm trying to tell you. And that's why this city ain't gonna never get better. But I just want to reiterate, like, bro, what I'm telling y'all is what the fuck it is because you can go back, you can rewind it, you can pause it, stop it, but everything I said, he's saying right now. I told y'all at the beginning, I didn't go over this video. I wanted to watch it, so I decided to watch it with y'all on live. I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch out for these motherfuckers. You gotta watch out. Let's keep going.
Tonight, and I understand the frustration. My responsibility is to make sure that we're doing better than was done in the past and do everything in my power. So there is no timeline, and I want to be very clear about this, David. that there are people that were already in this neighborhood doing that outreach every day long before last week. They're right there behind me. These folks do this all the time. What we have been able to do is help them grow their reach by having more partners and city agencies and folks coming. This isn't a new thing. People do this for a living. Last week, some of you spent some time walking around with me and a young lady who do this all the time, who lost her son right here, right, to an overdose. That's the kind of people that do this work every day and that we're going to continue to lift up. This is not simply about city government. It's about helping folks who have been dedicated to this for so long, who haven't had the support to expand their roots. Thank you. Oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. He's good. Go ahead. Yes, sir,
Where the
Reverend. I
fuck
know
is
who
you
you are.
rushing off to?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that much shit going on in the city. Where you rushing off to? I wish I could hear them a little
Yes, sir.
better in the background, man. They fucked up with that mic, man. China him out a little bit, man. I say fuck them up.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer.
It's really time for Baltimore City people to motherfucking come together and run their own shit, man. We don't need all these extras. We definitely don't need all these extras. I do want to meet that
Thank you,
guy.
Reverend. Thank you.
I want to meet that guy, yo, and interview him.
I've called the mayor's office. Also, no one ain't done shit. I talk crazy. And Brandon Scott, my best
It
friend.
sound like he upset with the situation. He said he done call the mayor office and y'all ain't do shit.
I helped make him up. I saw it quiet. I said, quiet, we have some problem. Ain't got to me yet. I told him that Willie Ray's homework. Ain't got to us yet.
Well, Reverend,
So, now I'm through.
yeah, I can't speak for everyone else.
We cannot make a mistake of not studying the history. Judge Ken Johnson, right? The judge, civil rights judge, we sued five bucks, black officers and all that. We sued black women where they had it really wanted. Right? And our ambassador, right? We have a process, right?
Yep.
What am I saying?
Yeah, I want to interview. See, I be on to it, man. I be on to it. Y'all need to lock in. Because it's the same guy I was talking about at the beginning of the live that they want him to move out the way, but he had shit to say. And he an old cat, so he know what's going on. Looking right, yo, he don't want to hear what the fuck he got to say because he's selling that shit too with him.
In the county, that's who they let go. So at the end of the day, that is a report. The Koreans, I'm here. When the Koreans first came here, there was a black man.
That man got history, yo. I'm gonna stop it right here, bro. Hopefully, God willing,
Yes,
I
sir.
come across yo. I'm gonna make it my business to come across yo, because I know I'm gonna catch him up there somewhere. And I'm gonna go live when I do that too, because I want to hear his story. He know what's going on. He a lot older than all these motherfuckers out here.
That's right.
And he gonna tell you the truth no matter what, because he been hurt so much that shit don't
Yes,
hurt.
sir.
Making money in this town.
Well, Reverend, I gotta let these people get out in the community. Thank you as always.
Look,
Yes, sir.
failed.
Thank you. Yes,
Told
ma'am.
him you failed. You failed. And I'm stopping the live here, yo. Appreciate it. Coming through, sharing
So,
some time with me.
you know how that goes better than anybody. We did have some folks, thank some people, but sometimes